Hello, today I'm going to show you how I made these cute little tadpole charms. So I'm starting off with my bin of just random scraps from previous projects, and I'm looking for a piece of black clay, but I do not have one, so I'm just going to take my darkest color that I have and see what I can do with it to make it darker. Okay, now to make it darker, I am just gonna put in some black eyeshadow and mix it together to make it darker, and add in some liquid Sculpey to make it more soft and so it's not just dry and crumbly. Now that it's all cohesive, I'm going to roll it out, and I'm going to make it about like a 1/4 inch thick cane, or 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch thick. And now I'm going to cut it into 1/2 inch pieces. Kind of look like black licorice now. Now to make their bodies, I start by kind of pinching the end of the little black licorice cylinder into a point, and the other end I start flattening and rounding out for the heads. I kind of bring the tail part up towards the top of the head, and I like to make the body part really nice and plump towards the back, and it has a little bit of a point towards where its like mouth and eyes are. Here I go again with another one, bringing it to a point towards the back, and as I do that, rounding and flattening out the face. You kind of want it to look like a big, plump, giant, fat sunflower seed or something like that. See, it kind of looks like a sunflower seed. An evil one or something like that. I don't know. I'm going to finish forming all of these, and then I'm going to cut down some eye pins into about probably a 1/2 inch long, and bend the tip of them so I can insert them into the tadpoles to make them into charms. And I did not record that part, so I apologize for that. Alright, that's all of them, and they're going in the oven. And now I am taking a carrot break while they're in the oven, and look at Kimchi, she's so cute. Okay, break over. Here's what they look like when they come out of the oven for the first time. Okay, in this next step, I am going to be using translucent Sculpey. This is what makes their tails look nice and cute and translucent. I'm gonna roll it out nice and thin so that I can cut out the tail portions and wrap them around the black part of the tail that we've already created. So I'm using each tadpole as its own guide since they're all kind of different, and I'm just trying to make a little bit of an oval shape around, or I guess an almond shape around each tadpole, and then you'll just fold that over and form it around the existing tail. You'll want the translucent part to go a little bit further than the black part. As you can see here, you can see that there's translucent on the top and the bottom, and just it kind of just goes around the whole thing. Okay, now that those are all done, I have put them in the oven, and I'm selecting a brown marker to do the tail stippling details. I tried it with all of these. I think the brown is the best. So yeah, just stipple on a bunch of dots onto the tails. You just have to be careful if you're doing this with a marker so that you don't smudge the marker when it's still wet. And the green marker kind of exploded on my hands, so don't mind the green ink on my fingers. Okay, there they all are, and now it's time to glaze them. For the glaze, I use UV resin, and for these guys, I'm gonna mix in some kind of yellowy green shimmery eyeshadow. I want the resin to kind of look like creek water and give them a little bit more color than they would if they were just left to be the black and translucent. I don't want to mix too much in because you still want to be able to see the translucency. Going to give all of them a nice thin coat. While I was doing this, I was giving them all like a quick flash under my UV lamp. Not a full curing time, but just enough so that I could set them down on my tray without having to worry about it. And then I just cured them fully after they were all covered in the resin. And here they are. I think they came out very, very cute. I don't know if it's visible anymore, but there's like lines going up and down my face from the mask for glazing these. But I think they came out very cute. Focus. And I'm probably gonna throw one more layer of resin on them, but not color that resin. I'm just gonna leave that one plain. Or the next coat is just going to be clear. I don't know what I'm talking about. And then it's been cloudy, so I don't know what day I'm going to be able to cure them in the sun, but for now my little nail lamp works. But I love how their little fins turned out, if that's what they're called. Tails? I don't know. But see you later. Bye.